like, hey, Zach, I'm just not really the type of guy that makes a decision day one. And I'm like 70s, right? But I'm not a decision maker. So just wanted you to know that up front.
Yeah. So the way this works is we put an application in. The insurance company either tells us now or later whether or not you get approved. And it sounds like you already made the decision and you need to do this. You're 70 years old. And with all respect, you don't have any insurance yet. So my job is to help advocate for your beneficiary, for your daughter, and make sure you have something in place for when you pass away so she doesn't have to pay for it. So what we're going to do today is whichever one of these three options, because I always show three options, whatever one of these three options is comfortable for you, and we know make sure it takes care of your funeral expenses, we're going to put that one in place. And then what I want you to do is think about and check your budget, because I'm taking away the think about and check your budget. I want you to think about and check your budget to see if there's more room in there where we can increase it to one of these policies that would leave her a little bit of legacy room. But at least this way we know, God forbid something happens to you. You know, you told me how important it was that we didn't leave her in a compromising position. We know, God forbid something happens to you tomorrow or next week or next year, that she's taken care of for the bare minimum. And then your job, your homework for me, Easton, is going to be to look at your budget and see if we can get a little bit more that would leave her a little bit of a legacy or something to remember you by. Does that sound good? So again, it's not really even overcoming. It's just kind of being like, no, we're going to go ahead and do it because you need it. And you asked me to advocate for you and your family.
Well, and I think just going back, you always go in and isolate. And that's a unique way of doing it too. Just like, hey, I'm going to address it and kind of like pass by it because it's not a true objection.
Right.
You know, like if you're 71 and uninsured, you've been thinking about it for a pretty decent chunk of time. So if you can take that back off the table, I think that's huge.